Hello, this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you so much for joining me today, and welcome to the Stamp Around UK video hop. We're a group of UK demos who hop once a month on the 1st of each month, it's a video hop, so all the links will be below in the description. You can go from one to another and just watch all these inspiring videos. We'd love it if you could watch us, and we'd love it even more if you could leave a comment. But anyway, back to my project today. So our theme for our video hop this month is stamping. So most of what we're doing is stamping. So I have featured stamping on this little tag here with this set, which is a new one from the new mini catalogue that's coming out on Tuesday, called Sentimental Swirls. It was developed by my my team leader, who is a million sales achiever, Sam Hammond. This is her stamp set, so I thought it'd be quite nice to showcase it. It's such a lovely set with so many gorgeous little elements that you can use, and some really nice greetings as well, sentiments. So let's have a go at what we're gonna do here. So we'll do the stamping first, I think. So we'll put that to one side. So I was inspired by to do this by the new mini catalogue. I was just having a look through, and there's a sample that you'll see that is fairly similar. I have changed it up a little bit, but fairly similar to mine. So I just took that as my inspiration. Right, I've got a piece of our normal basic white cardstock, and I'm trimming it to 5 centimetres wide, and that is because I'm then going to put it in our tag topper. And I would do if I knew where it was. What have I done? Here it is. I can't remember what it's called. It's one of our tag topper punches, but I really can't remember what it's called at the moment. Suppose I could look it up, but it will be in the list of products I've used below here. So that's going to be our tag. As you can see, I haven't done the whole thing. I've cut it off a bit. I'm just going to use my bone folder just to go along that side to smooth that down. Right, now the stamping we're going to do. So we're using lots and lots of little elements. So we're using these 2 curly ones, and we're using the little bird and the twig, and then the little butterfly. So we're going to stamp these 2 first. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just have a think about where this needs to go. So it needs to be about there. So I'm just going to mark there for a minute. I'm just going to measure down so I can tell you exactly where you need to start stamping. So that's about 8 centimetres. And I'm just going to make sure that that's central. So 5 centimetres, yeah, that's fairly central. So I'm going to take my Memento ink, and I'm going to stamp the right facing little loopy bit. I don't know what you call these, just little swirls, like so. And then I'm going to do the other one on the other side. Excuse me if my head gets in the way. I do need to be right over to make sure I'm getting these positioned properly. There we go. Yeah, not bad. Just take a little time to line them up. And then the little bird is going to sit atop one of our curls, like so. I'm not using the big swirl from the set here. It's got a big swirl. I'm just using lots of the little elements. And then I'm going to give the little bird a twig to hold in his mouth, in his beak. You will be able to see when you get the mini catalogue, you'll be able to see where I am. That's interesting. That's the other way around. Are there 2 of those? Oh, there are. I've obviously mounted the wrong one on this one. I didn't realise there were leaves going either way. Anyway, that doesn't matter. He can hold the leaf going that way. That's quite interesting. I hadn't noticed that before. And then I'm just going to stamp some butterflies. So this is the littlest butterfly. Is there another one? No, I was thinking there was another one, but I think I'm thinking of a different set. It's in the new catalogue. There we go. So 3 butterflies, and then I can pop my Memento ink away because I won't need that anymore. And then I'm going to take my Coastal Cabana do that. I was just wondering whether I was going to use that colour, but I am. And I'm going to take the infill for the bird first. No, I'm not. I'm going to take the for you. Just going to take the greeting that says for you. This one here. Some of you might be able to tell that my voice is still a bit not really back to normal. I'm still suffering a little bit from COVID. It's taking quite a long. I don't feel dreadful, but I don't feel 100%. It's just taking me a little while to get over it. Right, and I'm just going to stamp one of the butterflies. I've got the infill for the butterflies here, so I'm just going to stamp one of the butterflies, and then that's enough of that. I'm then going to take fresh freesia. I might do the bird in fresh freesia actually. But you, of course, can choose your own colour scheme if you end up doing this. So I'm just going to clean off. I had a question the other day about how often I replace my chamois. I haven't replaced them. I've had two ever since they first came out, and I alternate them. This one is just out of the washing machine, so I just put it in with a load of black washing so that the ink isn't going to spoil anything, and it's just out, so I just do that and then I alternate, so the other one will be in the wash now next time, and so on. There, butterfly, and we will do the bird in that colour as well. So this is a great sound. There's loads of possibilities with it. And we just need to do the other two butterflies. So I've got polished pink here. I'm going to do, oh, I only need one actually, there's only one more butterfly. And then the only other thing that's left to do is his leaf, which I'm going to use Granny Apple Green, and this is a stamp with 3 little bits on it which just fill in those leaves. That's so funny that I didn't notice that the twigs go both ways, but that's all right, that doesn't matter. Right, I'm then going to trim this off and round the corners of it. So that was my stamping part of my video, but I'm just going to finish putting it together just to present it nicely. So I'm just going to trim it off. So those of you who want to know, my tag is now just over 11 centimetres long. So I'm going to bring our triple punch. I haven't used this for ages, but I just thought it would be quite nice to round these corners. So you slot your cardstock in there and you make sure it's up against both these edges, and then just press down in the middle and you just get a nice rounded corner. You could do a banner end if you wanted to. If you didn't want to do rounded corners, you could have a banner end, which is what they had in the catalogue that I half-inched this idea from. But I think that's okay. Right, okay, so now I've got a piece of designer series paper. This is from our 21 to 23 in colours, and it's the family stack. So it's a stack of papers in all our 21 to 23 in colours. It's 2 patterns, so double-sided, but they're all same coloured. So there's fresh freesia ones and polished pink, soft succulent, evening evergreen, and pale papaya. Right, so before I do that, I just need to cut my card blank, I've just realised. So let's grab a piece of thick, this basic white, and cut that at 15. There we go. That's my card blank, and then I just need to pop that back in there and score at 10.5. So I hope you've all had a lovely Christmas and a lovely New Year. I know it's all a bit strange still. My theory is that everybody is going to catch this COVID bug in the end. It seems to be everywhere at the moment. My son has just recovered. He's just back at work. My husband and I are recovering. I'm just going to trim off a little bit of this edge because it's not quite flush, and that will annoy me. So I'm just going to cut off those edges. Don't have to do that if you don't want to, but if your card blank isn't quite square, you can just trim it to make it a bit better. Right, and then before I put that away, I'm going to take this piece of cards designer series paper. I'm going to do it at 14. Oh no, I'm not. I need to do it at 10. I'm just going to take it to 2 millimeters below 10, just because I want a slightly wider border than a quarter of a centimetre. So yeah, that's great. And then this way was 15, so I'm just going to do it at 14.3. You can decide how big you want your borders. Try and keep them all the same all the way round. So look, that's fine. That's absolutely perfect. Before I glue that on though, I'm going to take a piece of our black gingham ribbon, which is lovely and I haven't used nearly enough. And I'm just going to trim that off. And then I'm going to mark. So this is now measuring 9.8. So at 4.6, I'm just going to put a couple of marks so that I know that I've got the ribbon going centrally down my card. Can do this by eye if you want to. Don't have to be so precise, but I do. If I don't get it quite centrally and things like that, it will really annoy me. My OCD will kick in. So then we are just going to stick a piece of double-sided tear and tape down there. Grab my tweezers. Take off the backing. There we go. I hope you will carry on hopping around all the other links. Lovely projects for you to see. They're always amazing. I love this time of the month when we've got all these great videos to go around, and just need to have an evening to sit and watch them all. Oh, that's stuck to my grid paper. Let's take that off there and there. And I'm just going to take my snips and snip that off. I do love this cute little bird in this set. I think he's quite sweet. I think I'd quite like to do a row of them at some point. I'm going to think about that. Right, and then this is going to go onto our card blank like that. So I'll just take my Tombow. There we go. And cocktail stick just to spread that out. There we go. There we are. And then pop that on there. And then our tag is going to go on dimensionals on top of there. And then the last thing we have to do is do a little bow to cover up this hole. So here's my dimensionals. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. It's quite a big tag, so it does need quite a few. There we go. Take those off. There we go. Like so. There we go. And that is just going to go on here. It's a little bit longer than my other one, I think, but it doesn't matter. It can be any length you like. And then just to finish off, like I said, we just need a bow. So tie a bow with your gingham ribbon. Again, bows always work better when you're not on camera. Oh, that's not bad for a first attempt. Excellent. There. Right, I wonder if you're all feeling a bit groggy today after New Year's Eve. Did you manage to celebrate? I'm recording this a few days before New Year's Eve, and at the minute we haven't got any plans. We're just going to have a quiet one, me and my husband. We've had quite a busy time. We had friends staying yesterday and today. We had all the children at Christmas. So I'm a bit fed up with them entertaining, really. I just need a bit of a quiet time. So we're not doing anything tonight. Not that I'd want to go anywhere with COVID around anyway. We're just going to pop a couple of glue dots on the back there to stick down our bow. So one on that loop. And we're just going to position it just so that it just covers up the hole. So, and we are done. Let's move all this rubbish out of the way. There are our 2 cards. Really, really simple little cards, but love that. Love this set and love all these little elements, and like just doing a little bit of stamping for once. It's quite fun. So thank you for watching. Like I said, do keep hopping all the way around all the other blogs that are below here. If you want to purchase anything, you can go through to my shop. There's a link below. And don't forget to use the host code, the monthly shopping code, if you want to receive a free product from me next month if you order. Thanks very much. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have fun looking around the other videos. Thanks. Bye for now.